Team is in the newsroom right now pouring over these calls. KPRC2 will not be releasing the full unedited 911 calls. We want to minimize harm to the survivors and the families of those who died in the floods. In the meantime, KPRC2 investigator Robert Arnold reached out to a mother whose son survived the floods, but Robert, she still wants answers.
Yeah, Kelly Raybon's sons were at Camp La Junta on July 4th. Both survived. Her youngest, though, was trapped for more than an hour in his cabin. And the release of these calls underscores her push for more details about this disaster.
I'm at Camp La Junta. I got to have somebody out here. We've got a cabin that's flooded, and we've got kids locked inside. We cannot get them out. There's no way.
That call was made just before 5 a.m. by the owner of Camp La Junta, Scott Fineski.
Even though it initially feels like it's tearing open the wound a little bit more, my hope is that it brings us a step closer to healing.
Kelly Raybon and her sons, Brock and Braden, still grapple with the effects of the Hill Country flood.
Until we know what really happened that day, it makes it impossible to fully move forward as far as I'm concerned.
Her youngest, Brock, was trapped in one of the cabins at La Junta, forced to climb into the rafters to escape quickly rising floodwaters.
We are 100% trapped, hanging onto the rafters right now, and the river's starting to break.
Okay, if you're able to keep yourself on high ground, just keep yourself on the rafters as high as possible.
I'm on high ground. I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about these kids right here because you can't have one of these kids falling under the water.
Thank goodness that they had rafters to climb onto. And those vaulted ceilings. Thank God the counselors in my boys' cabin knew instinctively to climb up as high as they could.
Everyone at Camp La Junta survived, but Raybon still wants answers as to how her sons and other camps were caught so off guard.
I still have no idea from La Junta's perspective what actually happened that night. That does not negate that preparations could have and should have been taken.
Even though lawmakers passed several camp safety bills because of this flood, the investigation is not over. In October, both the Texas House and Senate announced investigative committees were formed to continue examining the circumstances surrounding this flood. Keith?
Yeah, it's so tough to hear some of these calls, a lot of these calls. You've been listening to more than just the La Junta calls. Tell us what else you've been able to learn.
It's what you heard from Mario, just how quickly they became overwhelmed. I heard this dispatchers, and you could hear the panic in their voice, having to tell people, get to higher ground. We know we're trying to get people to you, but we have a lot of calls, and they just over and over, please try and get to higher ground, please try and get. There was at one point a dispatcher from Bandera, the neighboring county, called in to Kerr County saying, I've got this call from a person saying it took everything, they need help. And those dispatchers had to tell the Bandera dispatcher, we have a major flood going on. That's what they're talking about. Wow. That's how chaotic it became.
Yeah, boy, it all happened so fast. Okay, Robert, we know you all still pouring over more.
Yes.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely.